Hello everybody, welcome back to Sin City Living. Jason here bringing you today's video. Haven't gotten much in the way of emails, got 2 emails in the last, 3 weeks or so. Guys, please shoot me your emails, questions, video ideas, requests, strategies especially, and we'd be happy to film them for you guys. So today this one will probably be a little bit quicker of a video. It's one of the emails we got, and it was a question. And the question was regarding strategies, especially with electronic games, like your electronic craps games, your bubble craps and stuff like that. And if I had any suggestions on the strategies, and there's a few things that I would definitely say. It's going to be a little bit dependent on the game, so we'll talk a little bit about the games as well. Don't forget, by the way, Super Bowl coming up. If you want to get any bets in on it, need an online casino, check down below. I found a pretty solid online casino, pretty cool little online casino for you guys. So just check the links down below. So the bubble craps are interesting. There's a couple things that are going to be a little bit different with them. Now, I've come across so many different things on the electronic versions of craps. So we can't say a be-all, end-all kind of thing like we can with on the table games. For instance, on the table games, place bets always are going to pay the same. You always have pass line bets, odds. You can always add to your bet, take down your bet, or take down your don't pass. The core rules of craps are the core rules of craps, period. And they are set by Nevada Gaming, so they can't be changed. There's some things, of course, that the house has some discretion on if they don't want to allow, say, put bets, which is really silly. But I have seen some places don't allow put bets, and how things pay as far as, say, paying triple or double on the 12 and doing a 31 for 1 or a 30 for 1 and a 16 for 1 or a 15 for 1 on hot bets. You see some center action places or some center strip places that their center action will not pay 30 to 1, it'll pay 29 to 1. It won't pay 15 to 1, it'll pay 14 to 1. But those are some pretty minor things. Outside of that, the core rules of craps just don't change. They just don't change. The bets are the bets. And the way the game functions is the way the game functions. Now with the electronic games, that changes a little bit. And not just the bubbles, by the way. There's a couple different bubble machines. You've got the main one that everyone's seen with just the big bubble in the middle with the big dice, and then all the stations around it where people place their bets. And then there's individual ones. It's the same thing. It's like a circle of machines, but each machine has a small little, it almost looks like an old vacuum tube with their own dice. So each player will have their own set of dice, and it's completely separate, versus the one that has the big bubble in the middle. Everybody is playing off that one roll, and the shooters just rotate around. I've also seen craps on a green screen, on a slot machine. Way different. The funny thing is the slot machine one that I saw had some super low limits and super low maximum limits, so that certainly would affect your strategy. In fact, I know a guy, he generally plays trying to get his bets up to 2,000, 3,000, whatever the table max is, and he talked about playing one of those machines and how it was frustrating because the maximum bet was like $100 or something like that, and he's trying to get to like $6,000 8, not $100 8. So one thing that a lot of bubble craps machines will have is they won't allow a do-we-don't. They won't allow a don't and a do, a pass line and a don't pass. Some do, some don't. If they do allow it, they probably do not accept players' cards. I'd almost guarantee they don't accept players' cards, because that's the reason that a lot of those bubble machines disable the players' card function of it. And then they have some, they can have some fairly odd bets spread around the table that I don't even want to begin to get into. So the biggest thing that I would say as far as your strategies go with bubble craps or with electronic table games, especially the main one that is the big bubble that everyone's playing off of the same dice rolls, and the shooter just goes around. And same thing actually with the new electronic craps tables, so the ones that are actual full-blown craps table, but it's all electronic. They just have one dealer who's a stickman. Speed. Some of these super ridiculous, if this then this, and if this then this, if this then this strategies It's absolutely silly will not work on those machines. And the reason for that is time. Those machines are on a timer. So if your strategy is too complex, you're going to run out of time. Because a lot of those machines will clear your bets out after every roll, which is super frustrating, by the way. If you're a presser, super frustrating. Now, some of them will keep your place bets up, which is awesome as well. But same thing, if you're a presser, you're gonna have to go through and you're gonna have to manually press every single roll. If they take your bets down, it's even more annoying, but even if they leave your bets up, you have to manually press every single roll. So if you've got all these, two-way, do, don't, heads this, heads that, if you're trying to punch in 15 bets all in the span of this 10, 12 seconds that it gives you to place your bets, you're gonna run behind, then all of a sudden you're not gonna be able to place your bets, you're not gonna finish placing your bets, boom, the dice go, no more bets, you're locked in. You're gonna get screwed. So keep your bets simple. That's the number one thing. Keep your betting strategy simple. If you have some really, really creative strategy or really complex strategy, don't do it. For the electronic games, you're gonna wanna keep your bets very, very, very simple. Even the ones that are on the table with one dealer and then you place everything that's got the little screens on the rail and all that, there's a timer. You have a set amount of time to place your bets before it just locks and you can't make any more bets. So you don't want to be sitting here scrolling, okay, I need to, click on the 6, now click on my chips, I want to bet this much, now click on the 8, bet this much, this. Oh, I got to do my heads, so where's the hoppers? Okay, click on that, do this. Oh, I got to get the lay for that other head. You run out of time. Keep it simple. You're past time, you're a light side player, then play the light side with either come bets, play the light side with place bets, press your bets. Keep a fairly simple press, such as only pressing one number at a time. If you're trying to press all the way across, if you're a regression player, things like that, it's going to get complex for you and you're going to have to be moving quick. Got to be moving really, really fast. So that is my only real suggestion as far as the electronic table games goes, is keep your system simple. Thank you everybody for watching, and we will catch you guys next time. Bye now.